Hello, guys. Um, this is a list basically. This has a list of all people who have a designation as head of their specific business. The list primarily contains from retail domain, including retail chains, retail banking. So what I wanted to do was so I took this complete list, which has around I think close to about 900 records, and this has like the ID, which is like the ID of the person, full name, profile URL, first name, last name, their photo, and their title, company, and position. So what we really wanted to do was to remove, I wanted to separate the records so that and filter it out based on the title. So what I did was basically I filter it by condition, and the condition is that if the text contains bank, so I'll filter it up based on that. So let's say if I remove this, let's change and remove this. Let's keep it as none. Okay, so this is the complete list where there is no filter. So what I do is basically I go here. So there is on Google Sheets. You can actually um, do a filter, which is just a second. Yeah. So if you click here and there's a filter over here. Once you click on that, you will find that there is this sign which is like an inverted pyramid on all the columns. And if I go here and click on this, I can filter it by a condition. The condition is that text contains bank. So let me just drag it below and click on OK. So now what I have filtered is so this has the record of all the records where the title has a word bank in it. So I wanted to actually didn't want to send a message to people who are in the banking domain. That's not my target domain, so I wanted to filter it on that. So it's a long list. So I'll just copy it and then post it in this sheet. So if you see over here, each one of these would have written somewhere bank is written in them. So it's a long list. Okay. So I have now a separate list. I'll just rename it and call it probably like banking list Middle East. Okay. So that's a cool list as well. Like, I mean, if I want to reach out to these guys, I can reach out to these specific people within the banking domain. Now let's go back to my original list from where I have. Now I need to basically what I do is I'll filter it again, um, and then what I'll do is I need the list that is without the banks. Okay, so text does not contain bank would give me a list of. Okay, so now I have a list of all the companies which are not bank. Okay, so this seems to be a sizable list as well. So let me see how many records are there. There are around 729 records in this. 729 records. Okay, so do I need to filter it further? There might still be some banks in this. If I see this, there is a word called as landing. Um, yes, I mean there could be some banks in here as well. But if I see the company name, so I'm not sure. I mean, like some of these can be not necessarily to bank, so I cannot say for sure that um, they are a banking company. Let's expand this a little bit and see what the name of the companies here is. So consulting companies are of no use, so I might have to filter them out, uh, and typically are like I mean, what do you get by reaching out to consultants, right? And I want to take them out as well. but there seems to be no specific way of doing it. So let's see. No, there is no specific way of filtering them out unless somebody says that it's consulting, um, and then might have to filter out some of these guys as well who are into talent, right? Talent acquisition. So let me copy this list from my main list, and I don't want to keep it here. Okay, so let me just copy the complete list. I mean, this is a long list. Okay, now I have copied it. All right. Yeah, I need to create another sheet. Let me just paste it here. So I have a new list over here. Let me just call it retail medalist. Now I need to filter it down because I'm looking for retail chains only. So I don't want to like spend too much time sending out messages to 729 people, right? I mean, that's a lot of people. It's like, I mean, it's a tough task to reach out to 729. It might take more than 2 to 3 months. So I just want to filter this further. Okay, right. So I saw that there were some people. Okay, let me filter it again. Now I can filter it. Let's say the text contains talent. Okay, so let's filter it based on that. Okay, so there are a lot of guys, not many, not many. Now this is okay. Okay, this may not give me um, a big shortlist. When look at consulting. Okay, consulting is also not big there. Okay, so let's say HR talent. No, cannot filter it like that. So do it separately for each one of them. So HR is not a long list as well. So what do I have? If it is not HR, okay. So I want to remove managers as well. Let's see. Many managers are there. A lot of managers, but there were not that many as well. Okay. So not a lot of managers. So let's check finance as a word and see how many people are in finance. Not many. Okay. Let's see if there is. What do I look for? If it is small finance, blind supply chain, not many. Okay. Okay, let's say if I'm looking for a word specifically retail. Okay. So there'll be many, not many of them actually have retail in their title. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So how do I filter so that I get much less name? Okay, let's remove this filter for time being and let's go through the list and see what is there. Okay, so buying, supply chain, business head of IT, head of business development, performance marketing, talent. So a lot of different people are there. Marketing is okay. Operations, loyalty, sales. Okay. So I need a separate list considering there are a lot of names in marketing. So what I'll do is I'll see if I can, because I want to break the whole list into bigger chunks. Okay, so that should be a long list. It is gas around 87. 87 seems to be a long list for me, so I can just copy it and keep it separately. So, let's keep it separately. Retail marketing. Separately, let's just get the retail marketing. Okay. Now let us look for a term called as business development. So this okay. Okay. I need to figure out if there is a specific word that is repeatable again and again. Then I'll get a good filtered list. Okay, okay, okay. There's still a lot of banks in this somehow. Uh, some of these guys haven't mentioned bank in their title. I need to figure out a way to filter that. Okay. Mhm. So, so let's keep looking. It's a good list. Only thing is that I need to remove the people who are not relevant. Let's look at it some other time. Let me go through that and I can give you a better idea. I have some other methods, but let's keep that for a separate call. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.